Hi, friends. This is Reverend Myra. It's so good to be back with you with a weekly pastor's update. I hope that you are taking care of yourself and staying safe and enjoying some of this beautiful weather that we're having. I've also been thinking about Father's Day coming up, to all the fathers in the parish, happy Father's Day to you. And I hope you get a chance to celebrate your dads and your fathers out there. And for those of you whose father is no longer with you, that you get to celebrate their memory and all the wonderful ways that they've shaped you. This week, I had an opportunity to be on WXXI Connections with Gloria Hovey Johnson and with Mary Hebron Smith, one of our parishioners, and one of our partners, Elizabeth Osta from the Unitarian Church. And we were talking about Juneteenth and the celebration of and the 5K run and walk that we're doing this Friday. And we shared with the listeners what Juneteenth means. It's our other celebration, really, of freedom, and it's emancipation from slavery. Because when we were celebrating July 4th, which is our 4th of July that the world normally celebrates, the reality is that Black people were still slaves then. So that really was not our day of freedom. But Juneteenth was the day of freedom for Black people. So we're going to be celebrating that and commemorating that by the walk and 5K run. And you can do that wherever you are, of course. And so we had a wonderful time talking on WXXI, just kind of educating the community, inviting them to register to sign up to run or walk with us. And as a result of that, I received a couple of calls that were really encouraging. I received a call from a woman in our parish who told me that Nixon Peabody firm, who has decided to make Juneteenth a local holiday throughout their firm. And so they are closing for Juneteenth to celebrate that holiday and commemorate it. And so I thought that was very encouraging. I also got a call after a local medical society listened to the podcast and the show, and they told me that they too have decided that they're going to make Juneteenth a holiday for their organization. And here at Spiritus Christi, we thought that would be right for us as well, that we too will make Juneteenth a holiday and add that to the holidays that we celebrate. So this is our exciting times as we continue to learn together and move together and create new ways of being based on that knowledge. So it's very exciting. And maybe you have a business or an organization and that you might want to consider the possibility of making Juneteenth a local holiday where you work. This week is early voting, and so if you haven't registered to vote, and know that you have an opportunity to do some early voting from the 13th to the 21st, and then on the 23rd is our state and state primaries, and so please make sure that you vote. Our local elections and our state elections are so important for the ways in which we're able to care for all those folks who are on the margins. And so please get out and vote. Because of health risks, we've decided to not participate in the Pride Parade this year, but we do plan to celebrate Solidarity Sunday, and we have a special preacher, Barb Adams, who will be our special preacher for October for that. And we just really want to encourage people to be safe, to do the social distancing, to be able to, to wear your mask. We're not out of the threat of COVID-19, and we just don't want to encourage people to go out and put themselves at risk. So our hearts are absolutely with our LGBTQ community, and but we're going to not participate this year and encourage you to stay safe. Many of you were probably looking for the interfaith service that I announced on Sunday. Unfortunately, about 3 hours before, we got an email that it was postponed. So, but it will happen. We're hoping to have that interfaith service either this Sunday or the following Sunday. We're working out the details to reschedule that, so be on the lookout for that. It'll be a wonderful opportunity to live stream in spiritual leaders and faith leaders in this community that are going to gather in an interfaith prayer service around justice, peace, and unity. So I'm looking forward to that, and we'll update you. And finally, we want to send our condolences to Andrea and Tito de Proza Antonetti on the death of Andrea's mother, Anne de Proza. We are so sorry for your loss, and we want you to know that our hearts are with you and that we're thinking of you and holding you close. Well, friends, I hope you have a great week. It's great to connect with you again. Know that I love you deeply, and I'm constantly praying for you and holding you in my heart. Until next week.